Hey, welcome to Night Combos.
Welcome back. Hubby's here.
Hey, hubby.
Hey, Lovey.
Oh, hey, y'all. So, we don't know if any of y'all have heard about this or not, but there is an ongoing case where an 11-year-old, and hear that, an 11-year-old gave birth at home less than a month ago. We're going to continue to follow this case, so we hope that y'all find this story interesting and want to follow along with us. We're about to get into this story, but before we do, we wanted to say thank you so much to all of our subscribers. Sorry, y'all, to all of our subscribers that have been with us from the very beginning all the way to now.
Yes, thank you so much.
And
Thank you very much.
and thank you and welcome to all of our new subscribers. We are truly so grateful for every single one of you, and we appreciate the people that have gotten memberships. Y'all are so amazing. Y'all are all so amazing, and we are truly so grateful to have such a wonderful family and community here. We truly are. We truly do love and appreciate every single one of you.
And also, we want to say thank you to us for super thanks that we got from a little bit of 444.
Yes, thank you so much for the super thanks from a little bit of 444. They didn't want to be recognized, but they did say it was okay for us to say their names. So we truly appreciate that. We are so grateful for it. It honestly helps us and the channel out so much. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to all of you who are subscribed. Thank you to all of you who have memberships. There's only a few of you right now, but still, thank y'all. We are still so grateful. And thank you for the super thanks. We truly appreciate y'all so much. We appreciate y'all hyping our videos as well, which is a free way to help out. And some of y'all didn't know where you go to hype the video. It's where you see the like button right up under that, where the comment section is. Before you click on comments, you can scroll to the left until you see hype, and then you can click on hype, and you can hype the video up to like 3 times. But it will only, YouTube is like testing this out right now, so they'll only let you do it on certain videos for certain creators, content creators, and you have to do it within 7 days of the video being posted. But we've seen that y'all have been doing that for our videos, so thank y'all so much for that. If you're not already though, please make sure you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos, all of the things, and leave your thoughts and opinions on all of this in the comment section down below, and we'll be conversating with y'all like always, and we would greatly appreciate it so much. And we've seen where some of you had said that y'all can't find our videos or y'all aren't seeing them as often anymore. You may need to try to refresh YouTube, or you might have to unsubscribe and then resubscribe, or just make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, and you can, like we always say, make sure that you hit that little bell next to subscribe, to the right of subscribe, and turn on notifications, and that way it'll just pop up a little notification one time when we post our videos. Okay, so like we said at the beginning, this happened less than a month ago. Matter of fact, it happened in mid-August in Muskogee County, Oklahoma. And this is an article we want to look at for just a minute. It says, an 11-year-old gives birth at home. DNA says stepdad is the father. OK officials say. Oklahoma officials say. That gets me already, and some of you know why, but this is such a sad situation. All the way around, this is just such a sad situation for not only the 11-year-old girl, but for the baby as well. Anyway, let's get into this story and what's going on. So it starts off saying 3 people have been arrested after police say an 11-year-old girl gave birth at her Oklahoma home. In mid-August, an 11-year-old girl was taken to a hospital after authorities said she gave birth at her home in Muskogee County, according to KOTV. The girl's mother and stepfather were initially arrested on child neglect charges, KFOR reported, which is a local station. The parents told authorities they didn't know the girl was pregnant and said she hadn't been to a doctor in over a year, according to NBC News. I have my opinions on that already as it is. Like, why hasn't an 11-year-old been to the doctor in over a year? But whatever. Okay, those are my own opinions. That gets me right there too already. That sentence. The parents told authorities they didn't know the girl was pregnant. Okay, so that's their little excuse for her not going to the doctor in over a year. Like, what the flip?
Yeah, I know, right?
That's crazy. Okay, so you didn't know she was pregnant. Okay, fine. What about your husband, her stepfather, essaying her, R-ing her? So y'all are good with that, but y'all didn't know she got pregnant from it. Like, do what? This is just a wild world we're living in today. It goes on to say, however, DNA results showed the girl's stepfather was the father of the baby, KFOR reported. McClatchy News is not naming the parents to protect the identity of the girl.
The identity of the parents have been released now, though.
Yeah, they have, and I'm gonna show that in just a second. I am gonna go to that. We weren't going to at first, but we're gonna get to that in just a second. Yeah, I am gonna go ahead and get to that. Yeah, thank you, Hobie. So, we're gonna talk about the parents in just a second. But it says this child is traumatized, which is so obvious. That didn't even need to be put in the article.
I know, right?
I know, like, God bless her. This child is traumatized. She's been through a horrific ordeal. I mean, not only has somebody gotten her pregnant, but she gave birth at home without medical assistance, and this will be her life for the rest of her life. Muskogee County Assistant District Attorney, ADA, Janet Hudson, told KOTV in a statement. The stepfather has since been charged with sexual abuse of a child under 12, and the girl's mom has been charged with enabling child sexual abuse, court records show. Why in the ever-loving would you allow a man to touch your child like that? What are y'all's thoughts on that? Can you believe that the mother to this little girl has been charged with enabling it? So that means that they have enough evidence to prove or to show
that she knew about it.
Yeah, that she knew about it in order for her to be charged with this. That is absolutely disgusting and sick.
Yes, it really is.
Okay, so the end of this article says, on August 29th, a third person, was arrested after police said she knew the girl was pregnant but failed to report it. And that was reported by KFOR as well. And then it says here, which is a very important announcement, if you suspect a child has experienced, is currently experiencing, or is at risk of experiencing experiencing abuse or neglect, your first step should be to contact the appropriate agency. The child welfare, I cannot talk today for some reason, hubby, I don't know what's going on. The Child Welfare Information Gateway has a list of state agencies you can contact. Find help specific to your area here. And it's got like a clickable link. But for anyone out there, you can call or text the number 1-800-422-4453. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have people that speak over 170 different languages, and they are confidential, and they keep everything confidential. And that hotline offers crisis intervention, information, and referrals to thousands of emergency social services and support resources. Again, you can call or text the number 1-800-422-4453.
If you believe a child is in immediate danger, I can't talk either, please call 911.
Yes, please, seriously. Because this is absolutely uncalled for. What has happened to this little girl? And that's sad to say, this little girl, what has happened to this little girl is absolutely unnecessary and could have been avoided. Possibly had this third person that's now been arrested spoke up sooner. But she chose not to. But we're getting to her now. So this woman right here, Michelle Justice, is the third person that was arrested in this case. It blew my mind when I found out her role in this whole thing. This woman who wants to stand here looking like, what am I getting arrested for? Like, why am I standing here? Well, we're all fixing to find out now. While she's sitting there looking completely just clueless. Y'all just don't understand how long it has taken us to record this video because of these absolutely disgusting human beings right here. So now that we know that this, I don't even know what to call him, this piece of crap right here on the right, this disturbed, gross, disgusting dad has been charged with sexually abusing his 11-year-old stepdaughter after she gave birth to his child in their filthy Oklahoma home, with his wife, the little girl's own mother, accused of enabling the abuse. Their names are Dustin Walker, 34, and her name, the mother's name, the little girl's mom's name, is Sherry Walker, and she's 33. They're both facing life in prison after the young girl, the eldest of 6 they share, gave birth on August 16th in Muskogee County, officials said. The parents claimed they did not know that the 11-year-old was pregnant. Why? I don't get that. Why did you keep saying that? Why? What? Do you not see the bigger problem here? Yes, it's a huge problem that an 11-year-old child is pregnant, but she wouldn't be in that situation and be having to deal with these circumstances if it weren't for these two disgusting human beings right here.
And they want to claim that they didn't know that she was pregnant.
Yeah, just oh well, we didn't know she was pregnant. Like saying that makes them all of a sudden innocent or something.
I know.
Like, oh, we shouldn't be charged with anything. We're innocent because we didn't know she was pregnant. Well, you knew your husband was essaying her and R-ing her, didn't you? You knew that much. Why didn't you go to the police? Why didn't you report it? Why didn't you do something to help your own daughter? You sick piece of crap. I apologize, y'all. Y'all know we usually do not talk about people like that and call them names and things like that, but this is a different situation. And this is sick. If I was this mom, I would not have clear white eyes like she does in her mugshot. My eyes would be so red because I wouldn't have even known that anything like that was going on, but as soon as I found out, I wouldn't be able to speak nothing. I would be bawling my eyes out. My face, my eyes, everything would be so red. I would be crying in my mugshot, not looking smug. But the parents claim they didn't know that the 11-year-old was pregnant. But DNA tests confirmed with 99.9% certainty that Dustin Walker is the father, according to the results obtained by NBC News. So the ADA, the Assistant District Attorney Janet Hudson, said in a statement, "This is one of the most, if not the most, serious child sexual abuse and neglect cases I have ever prosecuted." These two individuals right here, the Walkers, were also charged with felony child neglect for allowing the girl and her 5 siblings, ages 2, 4, 6, 7, and 9, to live in deplorable conditions, court documents said. The victims were found to be living in dog feces and had no clothing on. The complaint said of the kids who had, the complaint said of the kids who were all removed from the home on Tuesday, NBC News said. Dustin and Sherry Walker were arrested last week after the girl gave birth and originally charged with felony child neglect. And to be clear, when they're saying that the children were when they say all the children were removed from the home on Tuesday, today is Tuesday, so they're talking about last Tuesday. So originally they were charged with felony child neglect. Their charges were upgraded Monday when the DNA results came in a match. So Dustin here is now charged with sexually abusing the girl, while his wife is charged with enabling the sexual abuse. The child neglect charges include failing to give the 11-year-old proper medical care when she gave birth, according to court documents. The 11-year-old's grandmother and Sherry Walker's mom, so this woman right here on the screens, mom, who before her arrest only gave her name as Michelle, told KJRH that the family, quote, did not know this was happening and has other theories about who the father may be despite the DNA test result. Are you serious? This poor little girl, this poor 11-year-old little girl. So Michelle Justice here is saying, "They've made my daughter and my son-in-law a monster," she claimed. "They are not. They love those children. They love them." Who does that sound like? Sounds just like Gypsy Rose Blanchard's family.
Yeah, it does.
Sitting there taking up for her at every turn, left, right, and center. Michelle said her granddaughter has told family members that the father is actually a local 12-year-old boy. Quote, she keeps telling everybody that it was him. They got curious. That's all I know, Michelle said. Well, I wonder why, Michelle Justice. I wonder why. This poor little girl, it doesn't seem like she could go to her own mom for help. She
sure couldn't come to you.
No, she sure as heck couldn't come to you for help, because here you are, even though you have the DNA results in your face, you're still saying that, oh, it was a 12-year-old boy. Just to be clear, the grandmother knows the DNA results. She has seen the DNA results. The police have shown her the DNA results that her son-in-law, her beloved son-in-law, oh my goodness, is the father, 99.9%. He is the father of her 11-year-old granddaughter's baby. This woman wants to play stupid and continually say that it was some 12-year-old boy, because that's what the girl said. We don't know if the girl said that or not. But if she did, I would imagine, and this is coming from someone who you know, was abused as a child and stuff. Yeah, I'm not getting into that, but I've shared that much with y'all. Y'all know that. But if she has said that, I guarantee you it's because she was scared.
Yeah.
She knew she couldn't go to her mom. She knew she couldn't come to you. I mean, but also that brings up too, hubby, and y'all as well listening, I wonder why the school didn't notice anything.
They must be homeschooled or something.
I mean, that's a possibility, yeah, because we don't know that yet. We're looking into this case, y'all, just like we've done with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. We're trying to get as much information as we possibly can on this case. But we're looking into everything, so that's another thing I want to look into. Because if they were homeschooled, or they weren't going to school, or they were keeping her out of school a lot, or things like that, then yeah, the school may not have noticed. Or maybe they made her wear, really baggy hoodies, for example, or something like that to try to hide her stomach or something, which I would think would be hard to do on an 11-year-old child. Like, an 11-year-old is not done growing yet. Far from it. They're not done growing, like, height-wise or mentally, physically, and emotionally. They're just not done growing. I wouldn't think you would be able to hide it for 9 months. So either they had her wearing clothes to hide it, or like you said, there's a possibility they were being homeschooled. What do y'all think? There is no telling what this man and her own mother was telling this girl to keep her mouth shut. Seriously. Children that go through this, they're threatened with unaliving, or I'll unalive your younger siblings, or I'll hurt one of your younger siblings, or or I'll hurt a family member, I'll unalive a family member, I'll whatever, if you tell anybody, if you say anything. So there's no telling what this man and this woman, who doesn't even deserve to be called this little girl's mom, but y'all get what I'm saying. But there's no telling what they were telling this little girl to keep her mouth shut, which is so sad. And for her to feel like she needed to say, oh, it's some 12-year-old boys, if the little girl is even saying that. We don't know if that's true or not. That could just be the grandmother here saying that to try to save her own A. For her to literally keep saying, oh, well, she keeps telling everybody that it was a 12-year-old little boy and that they got curious. That's all I know. Sounds just like what the parents said. Well, we didn't know she was pregnant. And now the grandmother's saying, "Oh, well, it was her and some 12-year-old boy. That's all I know." Sounds like they're all three of these adults are trying to save themselves and throw the 11-year-old little girl under the bus.
Yeah.
They don't care about her at all whatsoever. No wonder she didn't feel safe going to her own grandmother. And for her own grandmother, her mother's mother, to be taking up for her son-in-law, like that.
It's very sick.
It is. It's very, very sick, especially knowing the DNA results. Dustin and Sherry, the stepdad and the mother of this 11-year-old girl, are each being held on a $100,000 bond. A $100,000 bond.
Should have been no bond.
It absolutely should have been no bond. I agree. They are scheduled to appear in court on September 3rd, which is tomorrow, so we will definitely be giving updates to this story and this case that's going on. But if convicted, both of them, the stepdad and the mom of the 11-year-old little girl, both could spend the rest of their lives in prison, according to Hudson, which, remember, is the assistant district attorney on the case. But the grandmother knows more than what she's putting on, because remember, because remember, she's insisting on the fact that the father to this little baby that has now been born to this 11-year-old now mother was a 12-year-old boy that she used to babysit.
Yeah.
Which is wild. You know your son-in-law is the father now, because he was essaying, R-ing your granddaughter. It's so hard for me to look at these two without wanting to jump through the screen. It really is.
I know that's right.
Like, what are y'all's thoughts on it? And then, and not only what we just reported happened, but had all these children, all 6 of these children, living in deplorable conditions as well. In the state of Oklahoma, and just like anywhere, the children being in foster care now, because all of them have been put into foster care and been taken into custody now, decisions are made on a case-by-case basis. But in the state of Oklahoma, the 11-year-old minor, who is now a mother, even though she's now in foster care, she still retains her rights as the baby's parent. So the Oklahoma Department of Child Protective Services can't just simply take the baby away from her without finding a suitable placement for both the mother and the child. Now, if there's no willing or able foster homes or group homes that can be found to keep them together, the mother and baby may be separated and placed in different foster homes. There also is the issue of, does this 11-year-old little girl even want to be in the same home as her baby? Because if she does not, knowing that it came from her own stepfather essaying her, R-ing her, she may not want to be in the same home with the baby, which could be understandable. Then they would have to find placement for the 11-year-old little girl and then find separate placement for the baby if she doesn't want to be with the baby, which I do not judge her either way. I don't. She's an 11-year-old child whose brain is not fully developed yet. I mean, so let's just be real here, If she decides she does want the baby with her, then okay. If she decides she doesn't, then okay. I don't think we should judge her on either decision that she makes. That's my opinion, though. But What are y'all's thoughts and opinions on this whole case and everything that's going down so far? This is so sad and so horrible for this 11-year-old little girl. The rest of her siblings, the now baby that she has had, it's just a sad situation all the way around. But what are y'all's thoughts and opinions on everything so far? Let us know in the comment section down below, and we'll be conversating with y'all like always. I know this is a tough topic, and it can be a tough topic for a lot of people out there, but our thoughts are definitely with this little girl, seriously, and the baby and her other siblings as well. And again, thank you so much to all of our subscribers. We truly appreciate every single one of you. We appreciate y'all watching our other videos like these that are not about Gypsy, and what are the other cases that we cover. I do not know what's going on with hubby and I today and not being able to talk. We apologize for that.
We had a long day.
Yeah, we did have a long day, but anyway, we apologize for that. But thank you so much to all of our subscribers. We truly do love and appreciate every single one of you. We honestly do. And if you're not already, please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Like, share, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of our videos. All of the things. And we would greatly appreciate it so much. And we'll see y'all in the next one. And we hope y'all have a good night. And God bless.
Have a good night and God bless.
Bye.
Bye.